What's going on, Geeks? You're listening to episode 424 of the Geeks Under Grace podcast. My name is Cody Armour, and I'm here with Jonathan Nichols.
What's up?
I think I messed up my own name, but we're just going to keep going with it. This week, we're geeking out about the battlefield. I don't know why there's a "the" in there. The battlefield. Spiderman and musical Demon Hunters. Not the band Demon Hunters from like the mid 2000s. Early 2000s or early 2000s?
Definitely early 2000s, yeah.
They've been making music still. I think they relatively recently had a new album out.
Are they geriatric at this point?
I don't know. I would be curious how old the Demon Hunter.
That was just a jab.
Oh, their logo's green now.
Cody likes them. I mean, I do too. I just thought it was funny.
There is an album releasing September 12th.
Wow.
They have some songs out already, 3 of them.
Why?
One of them is "I'm Done." I wonder if they're done with making music.
I'm retired. Leave me alone.
I like metal. I like metal well enough. I love Demon Hunter. It's probably one of my favorite metal bands because you can actually understand what they're saying when they're screaming. But my favorite songs from Demon Hunter were the slow songs.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but like they just made beautiful music.
Man, I would have to look up their all their albums to see what was the last one I actually listened to.
Yeah, I'd be curious. Did you ever hear Jesus Wept?
I don't think so.
It's not an album, but a song.
I don't think so.
Okay, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think the Defiance was the last one. 2012 is one I really listened to a lot of. I Am a Stone, Dead Flowers.
It was probably close to around 2012. But
let's see. I'm trying to figure out where Jesus Wept is. Jesus Wept is an intense song. It's all it's heavy metal, and then someone's gonna be mad at me for calling it heavy metal. It was pretty metal for my gentle ears, okay? But it's basically like he's sings in it, "Take me to the edge of hope just so you can bring me back." And I'm like, that is such an intense prayer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
I
always like their album artwork, and it's so funny because it's pretty edgy. And if you didn't know what it was, you might be turned away.
Little Demon Skull. Yeah, if you didn't know that they were like this, amazing Christian band.
Yeah. They got vinyl on their website.
They also have a song that I really like. It's a little sad, a little dark. But it's called "I Will Fail You." And it's, I don't know why. I will work out to that song. It is not a workout song. It's very sad. It's very slow. It's like, I will fail you. It's something about basically when all of my sins are finally forgiven, I'll fail you again. And I'm like, dang. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will fail you forevermore. Demon Hunter's good.
Yeah.
Let's stay on this tangent. We were talking about Sleep Token. Demon Hunter has been my favorite band for many years, and Sleep Token has taken that mantle. Jonathan has never heard of Sleep Token. Gonna do some research.
I've got some homework.
Yeah. I've never seen anyone who say they don't like it that I've shown it to you. I've had some coworkers that are like, they listen to country. It's not like sleep.
Ew.
And so they've been like, I find it interesting. It's really cool how good match all those different genres and stuff. The lyrics were good. It was like, but I don't like it. But they at least could see the quality in Sleep Token. Those wondering, Sleep Token is not a Christian band as far as I know. Vessel worships sleep. The band is a token to sleep, which apparently is a deity. I don't know all the lore. There's a whole lore going on. I'm surprised there's not a comic book yet, honestly.
Hey.
There could be. It wouldn't surprise me. Let's get into the games that we'll just move on. I'm a little bit out of it. Uh, we did a float trip this last weekend, which some people are not going to know what a float trip is. I just thought about that. A float trip is where you go to a river that slowly drifts. So I'm not whitewater rafting by any means, and you get like a 6-person raft, and you literally just like float down the river. Ours was only 3 miles. I wish it was a little bit longer. Because river's really high this week. So we didn't have to do any paddling. Usually you gotta like push your way through those 3 miles. But I'm very sunburned and I'm a little sick from I think all the sun. But if you have a float trip in your area and you've never heard of one, go do that because that's amazing.
Yeah.
But wear sunscreen.
Thank you for specifying, because there's someone that's probably thinking root beer floats, and they're like, "What? Why would you do a trip for a root beer float?
What's a float trip?"
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, for those of us who know what they are now, that may have seemed like a silly disclaimer, but I'd never heard of a float trip until I moved here. I'm sure they had them in Colorado. They just weren't as big of a thing. That's like the thing to do here in the summer in Arkansas is go to Oklahoma. Even though we have a river pretty close to us. I think the Mulberry does floats.
Yeah.
And then float the Illinois River. But I absolutely love it.
Illinois River's the way to go.
I was always like a lazy river guy.
Yeah.
The what?
Oh, I was gonna say that Illinois River is the way to go.
Yeah. I've never done any of the other ones because everyone says the Illinois is the one. But we do pools in like Denver and stuff, and I use like a lazy river. I'm like, I wish that I could just like do this without getting water completely bucketed on me, because the pools always have like ways to keep you awake and out. And then I discovered this, and I was like, this is life.
Yeah, in Arkansas, for a disclaimer, we have the Arkansas River, which you don't want to float because it's insane.
No,
it's massive. Yeah. They actually widen it every few years, and there's like you can't really swim in it either because it'll just pull you under. And then we have like other rivers, but like the Illinois River runs through Arkansas as well, and so there's several big spots up through like Silent Springs even that you can camp out.
I didn't know that.
And float out. You can.
That's cool.
Yeah, I need to take you and Tia somewhere. Me and Lauren need to take you to a place where you can rent canoes and stuff. It's really cool.
That'd be sweet.
But
we have kayaks. We just need to get. We've never used them.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think I have one. But yeah, that'd be fun. But yeah, so basically we Arkansas is a big thing to go out and play in the water, but there's not.
Yeah.
Not all of them are.
I know there's
serviceable.
Jack Creek, and then there's Mulberry, and then the Buffalo River is more like a whitewater rafting situation, from what I've understood.
Yes,
like a very light whitewater raft situation.
Yeah, and that depends on the time of the year too, because it can be crazy.
That makes sense.
So, we also have a place even closer to us that I need to take you to. It's kind of a best kept secret, so I won't say it on the podcast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm in. We'll get into the video games we've been playing then. I played a new video game. It's not new, but new to me. It was free on the PS5, and I was just bored one day and was like, well, I'm going to find one of the like, but it was Far Cry Primal.
Ooh.
And it's okay. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird game. Like, it feels... It needs to be a third-person game, and it's not. It's a first-person game. I'm assuming the other Far Cry games are. I should say that, too. I've never played a Far Cry game. But also, it doesn't feel like anything I've seen Far Cry be, because it's Primal.
Yeah.
It takes place in 10,000 BC, and you are basically a caveman. I think you're human. I think you're Homo sapien. But you are a caveman, like taking on mammoths, and saber-toothed tigers, and
if you haven't played Far Cry 3 and 4, then that's going to be a big. That's a weird starting point, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I mean, I figured it was.
It's like an
it was free. Oh, go ahead.
I would say it's like an in-between game when they're making. I think it's between 4 and 5. They're working on in between.
That might, because it doesn't feel like a full game necessarily.
Yeah.
And it's made by the wrong team. Like, I'm really sad that Ubisoft made this, because I think like people that made Horizon, would have killed it for a game like this. Or Like the people that did Red Dead could have probably done a really good job, maybe. Um, it feels almost half baked a little bit. Like it feels kind of like some weird DLC that belongs in a different game.
Uh, Far Cry 3 and 4 are, two really solid first-person shooters, and, they kinda redefined the open world games, to a fault,
Okay.
because, like, Ubisoft took that successful formula and shoved it into Assassin's Creed. Other game studios started
Uh,
using it. Um, they're really, really good. 5 is pretty good, but they kind of strip some of the features down to like try
okay.
to add other stuff. And in my opinion, it's not as good. But they always take place in other countries except for 5, and it takes place in Montana. It's
Oh yeah, yeah, and it's the Colts and stuff.
so it's like super patriotic ish.
Yeah. Okay. I've that was the one that I was hoping I was getting to get for free because I've been wanting like I wanted to play that when it came out. I was very curious and just the characters and the commentary that it had.
Yeah.
Um, I will say Primal I think has one of my favorite intros. It like says 2016 and you think you're going to get like a cutscene from 2016. But it's just little like news clips, like fake news clips,
Oh yeah,
and then it counts backwards
that's really
all the way
cool.
down to 10,000 BC. And so you're like in the medieval times, you can hear the horses and like the swords clamoring and stuff. It's just like rapidly moving
So
backwards.
I've never played it. I remember when it came out and people were talking about it, but do they speak English or do they just grunt?
So that's been the worst thing to me is it's a little bit of both, I guess. Um, I don't know if that's the worst thing. It's really annoying to me. Is they have their own language. I don't know what they're speaking. If they like made a new language or if that was like really um, investigated or what. I don't know what they did. But they will. They're speaking uh, not English. It's not grunting though. It sounds like a language.
Okay.
Um, and then the captions are in caveman speak, like English, like me go hit rock.
That's
And
so funny.
it's so jarring to read. And I was like, no, they're speaking that. I need you, like, like, if I'm like listening to something in Spanish, the captions aren't like word for word the
Yeah,
like Spanish grammar. Like you translate it
that's
into like an English grammar.
that's so funny. I think it'd been funny if they had the grunt. Like,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah. And you're, I would have driven me nuts.
it's so
I
funny.
think my biggest thing with the game is that it's mostly hunting and gathering, obviously. Uh, like you are gathering things to make your weapons, and then you are hunting um, these creatures, and you're gathering like plants and stuff for medicinal purposes and things. And the hunts feel kind of half baked,
Mm.
but it's like the game. So
Yeah.
there's other tribes that you're fighting, and that's its own thing. And so you can do want to like upgrade to like do that, but because you're a caveman, like the hunting is such a big deal, and that's why I think Horizon would have been a better like the
Mm.
team that did Horizon would have been better to do this, which I know is a completely different company. I would love for them to still try to do something like this, just because the hunts you have a club, a spear, and a bow, and that'll upgrade later on, I'm sure, as I'm playing it. But there's not a lot of strategy in that. It's like you have a strong melee attack, you have a fast melee attack, and then you have a ranged attack,
Hmm.
and you don't really feel like like you're not I would like to be setting up traps and things and luring things in and like
Yeah.
really taking things on.
So that's a shame because that's like the rest of the Far Cry series is like that, where like Far Cry 3 kind of started this trend of like you hunt to upgrade your weapons, but like you don't have to. So
Okay.
there's things you get, but it doesn't really change damage too much. I don't think at all actually in 3. But it might change. Like you might put a sight on your bow. So if you're using a bow, you can get a sight. So it makes you a little more accurate, longer range, but the overall damage stays the same. And there's stuff like that. But
Okay.
um, like the hunting it's not super complicated. It's like you see the animal, you shoot it, and then you take its pelt. But because it wasn't a main part of the game, like it's just part of like the side, like how to level up and build stuff. But you don't have to.
Uh
The rest of it's like the strategy of how to use the tools. And so you can approach all the bases and stuff differently. So if you want to set up traps to lure them, if you want to paraglide or parachute in, you can zip line in. Like there's all these different things. So you could like play entirely stealth and not kill anyone, or you can kill everyone in stealth,
Mm,
or you can just blow everything up and like. So they made it where it was very open ended, and you could just kind of
yeah.
make it super elaborate, or you can make it just run in with a gun and kill everyone.
I do love that there is an assassinate button.
Yeah,
I think they call it takedown,
probably yeah.
and I think it's called takedown. But it's so funny because like I will be like creeping, crawling up behind someone, and then like I said, I only got like pretty like I got like the very base weapons. So one of them is the club, and so I'll take down with a club, and I'm almost like quietly going up to him. And I'm like, oh, just start bashing it. It's so not stealthy at all. Usually I don't get caught somehow,
That's
but
kind
it's so funny.
that's kind of how Far Cry 5 is. I think the only melee weapon you can get is a baseball bat. I may be
Okay.
wrong. It's so when you like hit them with a baseball bat, it's so loud. It's like you can get aluminum or wood. It's just like it sounds like hitting a ball with a aluminum bat. It's so funny. It's like I think
That's
they heard
awesome.
that, but oh well.
Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily recommend the game. I was bored. I needed something that was like single player that I could just do in my free time. And I keep feeling like I'm in a Viking game, and then I see a mammoth, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, never mind. The mammoths are really weird. They're massive, which they're probably to scale, but they're massive.
Can you write it?
Uh, I think later on, I'm not sure
Okay.
if you can a mammoth. There's a whole beast master thing that you unlock, and so
Okay.
then you control a wolf, and then you control cats, and then I think like you get bigger animals as you go. I think you can
Nice.
ride stuff.
That'd be really
Yeah,
cool.
I'm down to ride a mammoth. That would be neat. I have an owl because that like is literally the Assassin's Creed like eagle
Oh,
hawk
or it
thing.
like looks over the area for you.
Yeah,
Huh.
and I'm like, this is we're not even the same franchise. Go away. Like, why are we doing
Yeah.
this? I've never really liked that in the Assassin's Creed games.
No. Me either.
I don't know why we're Ubisoft is just I don't know. It's like they can only make one game, and so they just try to change it up as much as possible.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Anyways, what have you been playing?
I've been playing Grounded too because it just hit early access on Game Pass.
Oh, cool. On Game Pass.
It's really good.
I'm having to look it
I
up.
think it's harder than the first one by a lot, and I'm playing on the
Okay.
easiest setting, and I
Cool.
die to everything. They kind of revamped it, so there's actually a class system, so you can actually build like a mage or a warrior, rogue, archer, stuff like that. Um,
Nice.
it's
Oh,
kind
you're
of
little. Okay.
yeah.
Hence the word.
So the spiders now are way more terrifying. After about the first few hours of playing the first game, you kind of get a feel for how to kill them, and then on this one, um, they make me run and scream like a little girl half the time. So
Okay.
yeah, they can block attacks now, and before like they didn't nothing blocked. You just could hit it, and you just try to hit it before it hit you, and you could block. Like there's a little more advanced combat, but they couldn't block. Now all the bugs can block and counter, and the spiders throw up a web,
Okay.
and like you can't break through it. I mean, you can when you get a
Yeah, it sounds
perk, but
awful.
it's really good. It's got a really cool story. The first one had a story, but it's kind of spread out really far, and it takes a while to get to it. And you can miss it if you didn't know there was a story. And this one, it's very like, here's the story, here's how to play it, and it kind of guides you along a little bit better. And I think it's better written.
Nice.
So I think
That's cool.
there's half the map is available because it's early access, and I already think it's bigger than the first game. It's pretty massive. So
Okay.
yeah.
I don't think I ever played the first one, so it looks fun though. Cool. We will get into gaming news then. I'll let you. Is that that was it, right?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, I'll let you get into gaming news. I'll let you take it away.
Right. So, hope you like Power Rangers because Fortnite's getting the Power Rangers.
The trailer, okay. That trailer did something to me. I don't know. Like the guitar started, riffing like the old Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It was live action. There's some banana dude, which I'm sure is really important to Fortnite.
Yeah.
In live action.
I mean, it looks awesome. They have a minigun. I'm sold. He's like,
yeah.
He's like
and
doing
the Megazord comes and stumps the bug.
Yeah, he's like doing cartwheels with the minigun. So it's like, I'm done. I'm sold. I don't even like Fortnite, but I'll play this. But
yeah, I probably won't play it, but I'm all for the trailer. Bring me this movie. The Megazord squishing the bug. I don't even know what the bugs are.
Let's see.
I think someone had I think I'd seen something about the bugs being revealed, and there were new bugs, and I thought they were talking about Helldiver.
Yeah. Okay,
And then
so
did you notice at the end of the trailer, it's a Halo, like a blue Halo Master Chief thing at the end, and not a Power Ranger?
it is. What the heck? Shock and Awesome season. Okay, so here's what it says. This is a sentence. Shock and Awesome, the game's next major season launches next week, August 7th, and sees the Fortnite Battle Royale island taken over by bugs. These crawled out of a tentacle left over by a giant kraken-like creature defeated by Superman in last week's live event.
Okay. And
What?
the Power Rangers came
What?
to...
I don't even know what's happening anymore in Fortnite.
yeah.
Back in my day, you just built and shot people.
Yeah, I only watched the first movie of Ready Player One. I didn't...
I don't even know.
I don't know what happens after that.
I remember when I first played Fortnite, it was still a looter shooter where you're like a survival game, and then they dropped the Battle Royale as a Hail Mary because they were trying to compete with PlayerUnknown Battleground. And I was like,
yeah.
oh, I'll check it out. It's free.
PUBG.
And then me and my friend played it, and we're like, oh, this is pretty cool, the building. And then all of a sudden, they started dropping like internet meme vomit all over it. And we're like, oh, maybe we shouldn't play this anymore. We're too old for this.
I downloaded the game. I played a match. I built a little house. Someone blew that house up and then shot me. And I said, I'm good.
Well, so we were playing it, and we're like, oh, we're pretty good at building. We'd build this fort. Because the meta, when it launched, was like you'd build like a little fort thing, and it was hard for people to climb up into it, and you could set traps. But then people started getting too good at building, and we would build this little fort, and then next to us, they'd build like a 5-star hotel. And we're like, what? How did they do it so fast? And then so we would build up, and then we would build up like a story, and it'd take us like a minute. And then in 30 seconds, they'd have a whole nother 5-story hotel, and they'd hit the sky limit. And then we would die, and we're like, I don't think this is for us.
Yeah. But the trailer's cool.
The trailer's cool.
I'm all about it.
I don't know how to segue to the next one from that.
It's fine.
Octopath Traveler 0 is a key card and non-upgradable. Yeah, so Octopath Traveler 0 was announced during yesterday's Nintendo Partner Direct. Some fans are seeing their excitement turning into irritation because
Understandably,
the Nintendo Switch 2 physical edition of the game is just a game keycard and not an actual physical game copy.
it's so annoying.
I hate it so
Yeah.
much. It's also, from my understanding, if you buy the Switch 1 version, it's not upgradable. So
Yeah, I have an issue with things being digital in the first place because it's just like we don't own anything.
Mm-hmm.
But it also, like, from a storage, like, the Switch 2 only has a limited amount of storage. The nice thing about having a cartridge is that you could, like, have some of the storage on that cartridge.
Yeah.
You're going to download the whole game onto your console anyways, like, which I'm sure Octopath Traveler is not a huge game, but still, real dumb. And
Even
probably the future. We're not gonna own anything.
let me double check. Yeah, so there's a $230 collector's edition, and it's still a game key card.
That's wild.
Yeah, that is mind-boggling. Um, so here's my thing. If we don't own a physical copy of the game and it's a digital download, it shouldn't be a full price game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to pay $80 for a piece of cardboard with a code on it. And
Right.
that's what's blowing my mind is like they're not giving discounts for the digital games and they're still charging full price as though it's a physical disc.
I'm honestly surprised that they haven't tried doing the opposite of that and being like, you want the physical disc? Another $20.
Yeah,
Um,
I
but I don't. They don't want you to own things, though.
yes. I actually remember a time in the 360 era where if you wanted a digital copy of a game, it was actually cheaper. It was about $10 cheaper.
Oh.
I never liked digital copies. I always liked having the physical copy, but
Mhm.
um, so I would pay more. But yeah, I don't know. They're not.
Yeah. I'm almost completely digital anymore. Mostly out of the convenience of just being able to like. I don't buy most of my games. I usually have like PS Plus, and then I download something for free.
Yeah,
Um, and so, or like my PC. Obviously, I'm using Steam. And just downloading a lot of the Steam games through Steam. Um, but it's dumb that it's the same price as a physical copy of something.
yeah, and
Um,
I'm kind of the same way. So with PC games, I'm fully digital. On console, I'll still buy a few physical copies if it's something I'm
mhm.
really excited about. Uh, I'll actually still buy retro games. So if I use Game Store and I find something, I'll still buy it, even if I don't play it, just because
Yeah,
I like keeping. I have a small collection of like some retro stuff and
I do that all the time. I almost bought the other day. It was $60 for a gold Zelda cartridge,
yeah.
NES. But I couldn't verify if it was real or not, and it was very scratched up, so I just kind of left
Oh
it.
yeah. Uh, I still buy movies. Um,
Okay.
I don't buy digital. There is a compression rate that has to happen, and you lose some fidelity. And
Oh.
so I try to buy the physical. Always was Blu-ray, and then now I try to do 4K because it's typically more uncompressed. Get better scans of it. So if it's like a movie I really liked, I buy it. Um,
Okay. That's
so
cool. I think the only Blu-ray that we own or that we bought was like the old original Avatar. Um, and I was like, wow, this is really good. We had just got a new TV as well. Our old TV was like a 60 hertz, 32-inch TV,
mm.
and then we got a 240 hertz, 55-inch TV,
Oh heck yeah,
and which at the time was like massive for us. It's still a 1080, but we did the Blu-ray on it, and like just the difference in
yeah,
vibrancy and smoothness of like everything.
that's really cool.
Although it's funny with something like that because like a refresh rate that high, if the movie that old, you can kind of see the frames a little bit in some of the
Yeah,
animation,
yeah.
but but
And our last little bit of
very
gaming
cool.
news: Battlefield got a multiplayer trailer.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks really
A lot of
good.
cursing.
Um,
Limp Biscuit all the way.
just a fair little content warning. It does use a very mature song, but
Yeah.
it. So I've disclosed it a few times on the podcast, but yeah, I got to play the early alpha, pre-alpha playtest, and this is way different. Um, they've changed so much since I've got to play it, and I was pretty excited back then. But if you're a shooter fan, tired of Call of Duty and having Beavis and Butthead run around, um, this is definitely gonna be a return to form. They have a
Hmm.
rule this time around where if they do skins, it has to be grounded. So it has to make sense for an actual military uh, soldier or special force unit. It has to fit within that context. So whatever they're doing, whatever military special forces, it has to fit within that. Um, Tons of destruction. So if you like blowing stuff up and pure chaos, then they've got it. So it looks good, and the open beta starts this weekend. You can
Very
preload
cool.
now.
That's awesome. Well, from that, we will get into our movies. I don't believe I've seen a movie this week. I only did movies or TV. Last week was mostly prep for my float trip camping stuff. But what have you been watching?
So I haven't finished it yet. I got busy. I started watching Blackhawk Down for the first time.
Okay. Very cool.
Um, it's got one of the funniest lines and most quotable. So there's this moment where they're in the mess hall and they're kind of like all these different units are gathering, and
Mm-hmm.
it is Eric Bana is playing this character, and he's a Delta Force operator, and the general is like, "What is that?" And then like you don't see what's really happening, and then it kind of like cuts wide, and he's got his rifle, and he's like, "Soldier, that is a rifle, and it's got a mag in it. That is a live rifle in the mess hall. Why is that not in the armory? Blah blah blah." And he goes, "And the safety's off." And then Eric Bana goes, "Safety? I don't need a safety. This is my safety." He like points his finger and wiggles it like he's pulling the trigger. It's like that would
This is
not
my
fly.
safety.
That would.
Yeah.
It's based off a true story. Too. I mean, there's a lot of
Cool.
liberties taken in this movie, but um, it's
I
very.
have to wonder if that was a real part of this, if that actually happened.
I don't know, but
You're
uh,
so funny. I'm sure not. Surely
I
not.
I now have to look it up just for the
That's awesome.
podcast, so everyone can know.
That's so cool. I don't think I've ever seen that movie. I can't. I wouldn't have been able to tell you any other movie that Eric Bana was in besides The Hulk.
Same.
So it's cool that he was in something else.
Okay, so apparently it was three different instances that they combined into one single moment.
One scene.
So it was like a
Okay.
series of events, so different quotes. So that was in fact a quote, but it had to do from a training
That's so
session
funny.
and not talking to his sergeant.
That's amazing.
Yeah, don't try that if you're intending to join the military. You will get in a lot of trouble.
Right. I
Uh,
watched this in the movie. I thought it'd be okay.
yeah, yeah.
um, we'll get into the movie news then. We have our first look at Spider-Man. That's probably the biggest piece of news, probably on the podcast this week.
Yep.
I've been told that people don't like it. You said the things you've seen on the internet have been positive.
Yeah, just about everyone on Twitter that I've been seeing has loved it. So
It's literally everything I want out of a Spider-Man outfit.
I even like the web shooters he's got on his wrist.
Yeah,
Like,
it looks so good.
so
Yeah, go for it. It's got the outer webbing.
yeah, it's got like the
The logo looks good.
Yeah, I like it. It looks super comic booky. Um, yeah, I don't know. I could.
The symbolism of the logo being small when he first started, and it's like
Yeah,
grown.
yeah. I don't know. It just kind of looks like a comic book costume come to life, which is all we've been wanting since
Yeah.
he started.
The only thing is, I do hope he saves from the MCU Spider-Man like costumes the eyes.
Yeah,
The eyes look a lot bigger. I hope that they still move, because that does a lot for him. And I know this is supposed to be he kind of like made his own Spider-Man suit, so I don't know if he'll have those eyes moving or not. But they look like the same ones, just bigger and more angled, in my opinion. And then K-pop Demon Hunters did a little bit more success than Netflix like anticipated, and so now they're going to milk it dry.
well, of course.
Yeah. Netflix is a discussion for a live action remake a stage musical, sequels, and spinoffs.
But no video game.
No video game. No. And actually doesn't say anything about spinoffs. I think I saw spinoffs somewhere else, but um, I don't know about a live action remake. Like in my head, a live action remake is going to be very like Ben 10 live action Cartoon Network.
Or Devil May Cry, or
Yeah.
Death Note.
Yeah, don't do that. I'm down for sequels. Obviously, I think it sets itself up for a trilogy.
I think
I'm so down for a stage musical. A K-pop musical sounds awesome.
They should do the trilogy and then do a Dance Dance Revolution type game.
That would be cool. I would. Dance Dance Revolution would be neat. I would love a fighter, but it's a rhythm game. Even if peripheral would be cool. Like if it's like a DDR situation. But you're fighting on screen as you're hitting the buttons and like dancing.
What was that one game? It's a Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah. I've never played it, but I know what you're talking about. Something like that would be cool.
Or it's like you fight to the beat.
Yeah. They did what was the Hyrule one? There was a Hyrule one that was a beat.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I
can't remember.
Hyrule beat.
I actually think the studio may have got shut down. Tango.
Oh.
No, I'm wrong.
Cadence of Hyrule.
Oh no.
What?
Wait. Okay. So they did get shut down, but they reopened.
Oh, okay. That would be a good one for him.
Yeah.
I would be totally down. I would love. Maybe I'm just lazy, but like a controller peripheral that would be the buttons for like Guitar Hero. But just let it click into my controller, and then I can just, like play it right here.
Oh no, it's gonna be like Beat Saber.
Yeah, Beat Saber would be cool. That would be.
There's actually mods,
Switch only,
K-pop mods for the Oculus for Beat Saber.
Oh, that makes sense. Beat Saber's got songs for everything.
Yeah.
Switch could do a really good K-pop Demon Hunters to have the user controllers to do the beats.
Yeah.
I'd be down with that. All right. K-pop, Netflix. We've given you lots of chances here. Do your thing. That's the movie news. We can go on. Like I said, I don't think I've seen any TV this week either. I'm excited for Eyes Wakanda coming out tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Today for those who are listening, once it's released. You've been watching some TV?
Yeah. So started Resident Alien.
Okay.
Never watched it.
Alan Tudyk, right?
Yes. And I kept seeing his gifs from that show, and it made me laugh out loud. I was like, all right, I got to start this. I say gifs. It was actually reels. But it made me laugh. And so started it. Past my expectations. I laughed to the point at one part of one of the episodes that I was starting to hyperventilate. So there was just some stuff. I don't want to spoil it, but here's kind of a synopsis. Basically, he's an alien that's pretending to be a doctor in a town, and he's trying to blend in, but he doesn't know how to blend in. And so he's like learning how to be a human and trying to search the internet. And so that gets him into some funny situations.
Yeah, I've seen trailers and stuff. It looks good.
It's really good. Highly worth checking out. It's a little bit like, I think it's technically TVMA, but like 90% of it's PG-13 at best.
Okay.
And then King of the Hill returned.
Yeah, what are you thinking about it?
It's hilarious.
Is it really good?
Yeah, it's a little bit more edgy than the original series.
Okay.
So there's some stuff that caught me off guard. that I was like, hey, did not expect him to go there. But it's still, I mean, it's still PG-13. So it's still good. Same original writers, original showrunner. Most of the voice cast is back. There's a few that's not because they passed away. And so
Okay.
it's a little bit sad because you it's not quite the same, but they're doing their best. It's really funny. It's just, if you watch the original, Hank Hill was behind the times even in the 90s. Like he just did not fit in. And
Yeah.
so now imagine him being way older and it's not a spoiler because it's in the trailers, but they moved away for a little bit and they came back to their neighborhood and it's 2025 and they're still stuck in 1980. And so it's just like this really hard, like just dissonance and they're
That's
just trying
great.
to figure out life. And there's a lot of jokes about politics. They don't like pick a side, but it's in Texas. It's based in Texas. And so
Yeah. Yep.
there's a lot of commentary on
That's
that.
so cool.
Um, but it's good. It's a good time. It's I was telling my wife it's funny because when we first started the original series, it was our nightly ritual. Every time we ate dinner, we'd watch like 3 episodes, and then we
Oh wow.
finished it. And I'm
That's
like, I
cool.
don't know what to do. I don't know what to watch anymore. And so I was like, it feels so right to be back to watching King of the Hill while eating dinner.
Oh, that's so cool.
But it's a good
Yeah,
time.
I didn't watch a lot of King of the Hill, but I was excited to see it come back. I was like, that's cool. That's fun.
It's a good time. Everyone was nervous because they were like the showrunner was like, "Oh, we're making it for modern audiences," and so
Hmm.
people didn't know what that meant, and they got really nervous, and they're afraid
Makes
they're gonna
sense.
ruin the humor. Uh, but they didn't. It's good. It's a
That's
good
awesome.
time.
Cool. Well, we will get into TV then. Some really short ones here, quick ones. Um, we have a Digimon Beat Break trailer. It's an anime about Digimon that actually looks good. It doesn't look like a kid's Digimon show,
Yeah, yeah.
which
Actually,
Digimon's been kind of doing that, I think, quite a bit recently, but
it looks pretty good.
the
I
little
don't
gecko
know.
thing
It's
seems cool.
from my understanding, Pokemon may have ripped this off, but that's very, very hot take from the internet. So I don't really know. Um,
Wait, what do you mean? Your Pokemon, like Digimon, started first?
allegedly.
Oh.
Um,
I think the biggest thing with Digimon, and it's maybe for the worse if you look at Pokemon's success, um, is that like it really grew up with its audience. Pokemon really never did. Pokemon is
yeah.
just now starting to a little bit, and it's too late. Like I just can't imagine. Um, I don't know. Digimon 1999.
Okay. So it didn't, if that's the case,
When did
because
Pokemon air?
it was like 97, 96.
2005. That's not true. Uh, 97. You're close.
Okay.
Probably
S-
96 in Japan, I bet. And then
Yeah, I bet it was. So saying that, I guess that's totally wrong. I just read that as a theory. People were
yeah, I
saying
was
that
like, oh,
online. Um,
I don't know. Digimon is like there's literally a movie where the main characters are like all grown up, and then Blink 182 was in it, like in the soundtrack, and it was great. But even then, that was like a kids show. It was the kids Digimon that was made for like definitely for children, and then that anime was made, or that movie with Blink 182 stuff was like made for teenagers.
hmm.
Um, and then all of them were teenagers as well, and it was so cool to watch the show kind of like grow up.
Yeah,
Um,
that is really cool.
I would love for Pokemon to do that, but Digimon, I don't know. It's one of those things where what am I trying to say? My cat is being very loud over there.
Yeah, I heard them.
Very distracting. Uh Digimon's one of those things where like I don't know the lore anymore. There's so much going on. I feel like that's the thing with Pokemon is Pokemon, you know that he's trying to catch them and he's trying to like win. And like that's all of the lore you really need to know. And there's always gonna be more Pokemon, and there's always gonna be more leagues to fight, and that's kind of the thing.
Yeah.
Digimon, the plots are always changing, and then like the digital world is always um breaking in new and weird creative ways that kind of get you
Hmm.
lost as far as like what the lore, like I wouldn't know what the lore is anymore.
Yeah,
Um
that's cool though.
it looked very kind of Sword Art Online-esque in this Beatbreak trailer.
Um, yeah, I'm still trying to dive into Pokemon, but I kind of had to stop because life started happening, and I was like, okay, I can't keep hyper fixating on Pokemon trying to learn it. I just felt so out of touch because we talked about it so much.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you were doing the games and stuff.
Mhm.
The anime like is a kids anime, but now the fight scenes will be really good. But I don't think the like quality of the writing has necessarily gotten any better.
Yeah.
Like, I think
I
it's
was
still
trying to
like
watch the
hard
original. I
for
was trying
kids.
to do it, but it was
That's
rough.
hard. You
Yeah.
need to watch Pokemon Origins
Okay, I'll watch Origins.
after you listen to Sleep Took.
After I listen to Sleep Token.
I'm giving you
Uh,
too many assignments, one assignment at a time. Pokemon Origins, it's a mini series, and it's about Pokemon Red instead of Ash. So there's Pokemon Red and Blue, right? Those are the OG Pokemon games. Well, the cartoon, instead of using the character Red, used a character named Ash, and then Ash gets Pikachu, and he gets his own kind of story in the Kanto region.
okay.
Pokemon Origins is like a parallel universe, I guess. It's a mini series. I think it's only 4 or 5 episodes long, but it follows the video games closer than Ash the like Pokemon series did.
Okay.
And it's a little more mature. It's still not like it's mature enough that I wouldn't want kids to watch it. Um, but it's like teenagers probably.
Okay.
Um, this I think it's Squirtle. No, Charmander. I think Charmander bites into Squirtle, and most of the Pokemon are used to like hearing them say their names, and the Squirtle is just like screaming in agony instead. And you're like, whoa, this isn't the Pokemon I grew up with.
That's Pokemon Omega?
Origins.
Origins, sorry.
Yeah, yeah. There's like Gary's in it. But Gary is blue.
Huh.
Because that was the name of him in the Pokemon games.
Wow,
It's
okay.
good. Yeah. I want more of that. And I don't know if that did very well or not, but they didn't really like I didn't see anything else like I haven't seen anything else like that since it came out. And the last news story, we'll move on, is Wolfenstein is getting a TV series on Amazon, reportedly. It's in development.
Yeah, speaking of violence, um,
Yeah.
hey, they did Fallout right, so fingers
I
crossed.
can see this working. Yeah. I'm totally down, especially um the way they did Fallout. Uh to watch um robot Nazis getting beaten up.
I actually think it's the same showrunners attached to it, so
Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that's so cool.
yeah, they'll do it right.
Yeah, that's awesome. In development, no like release dates or anything. Kind of in the
Mhm.
talks right now. I don't even know if there's a green light for it necessarily yet. So,
Yeah, I
uh,
think it's still
well,
in pitch phase, so they're
yeah,
probably gonna shoot like
but
a pilot piece and then see if they can get it greenlit.
that would be super cool. But that's it. You geeking out about anything else this week?
Yeah, I got two short films submitted to a film festival this weekend, so I'm feeling pretty good about
Nice.
that.
I'm seeing a bunch of ads for the film festival.
Mm.
Um, I think we'll be. It's literally this weekend, right?
Yep, yep.
Yeah,
It's
that's really cool.
Friday and Saturday.
Super neat.
Yep.
Um, yeah, we'll follow up next week, see how they went.
Well, it won't
Is
be for
it?
this. It won't be this one. The one I submitted to is in September. So
Oh, okay,
yeah,
got it. That makes sense. Okay, well, we'll follow up in September, see how it goes.
yeah. I missed the deadline
Cool.
for this one's coming up, but
I'm not geeking out about anything else really. Been playing a lot of Henefatoffel, still playing that with my wife every night. and gotten really good at it. I think, which is cool, but also unfortunate because like the thing that I loved about the game is that I was really evenly matched with everyone. Like the thing with chess is you were kind of as good as you are, and then you have to find other people that are like comparable to you. With Hnefatafel, it was like everyone was new, including myself, and so it was just a fun game. But now I'm getting to a point where like I can kind of blow anyone that I'm playing out of the water for the most part. And that makes it not fun. So I have to introduce to other people and let them play against each other, and that's still fun to watch.
Such a fun word, Hnefatafel.
Hnefatafel.
I forgot about it until you just mentioned it, but
oh yeah, I've been playing on my phone too a lot. I've gotten really good. I mentioned this before, but white and black have different objectives. I've gotten really good at playing black. White I struggle with a little bit, but it's no, it's a lot of fun.
So what you're saying is, if we ever play, then I need to make you white and I'll be black.
You can try that, yeah.
Okay.
You should get your app going and play a little bit on the app or on Steam. Or
I feel like you probably should practice a lot. All right.
I do love there is a way to kind of nerf it first people that play. So we play in the outer corners is like where you have to get to. Usually when I start someone out for the first time they're playing, I have them just get to the outer rim of the board. And so it's a little harder for me to like fight back against, but the game we've gotten really into it. And I'm also going to be playing Wormspan possibly tomorrow. I'm really excited about that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But we'll end the podcast there. Jonathan, where can they find you at?
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok under @DifferentLensMedia.
You can find me on Instagram @Cody Armour. Keep gaming, keep praying. God bless.
It's on!